You're in the middle of a game or watching a video, and suddenly, boom, a massive warning covers the screen. It says you've won a brand new phone, or maybe it warns that your account is about to be permanently deleted. Let's freeze right there. That message feels incredibly urgent, but it is actually a trap. It is designed to trigger a reaction before you have a chance to think. In the digital world, this is called phishing. Like a fisherman casting a line into the internet, they use an exciting message as bait. If you click the link, they reel in your personal information, catching things like your passwords or physical location. But you do not have to be the catch. You can choose to be a cyber detective instead. The internet is full of these hidden traps, but by learning to recognize the specific patterns they use, you can identify a fake message before it ever has a chance to work. Here is the first thing a detective needs to know. Tricksters rarely hack your device directly. Instead, they try to hack your emotions. They rely on two specific feelings to make you act without thinking: panic and greed. The first pattern to watch for is a sudden sense of emergency. Phishers use this panic button to force you into taking immediate action. You might see a claim that your device is infected, or that your account will be deleted before a timer runs out. If fear doesn't work, they might switch to something bright and celebratory, promising a massive reward to blind you. If you receive an alert that you won a contest you never even entered, or that someone is giving away expensive electronics for free, it is almost always a setup. The next time your phone buzzes and your heart rate spikes, whether because you are terrified or thrilled, treat that emotional reaction as your very first warning sign. Because these tricksters send out thousands of messages at a time, they often work too fast to be careful. If you look closely, their disguises are usually rushed and sloppy. A detective never just looks at a familiar logo. Instead, they look past the surface at the sender's actual email or web address. Take a look at this web address. At a quick glance, it looks like a brand you trust. But if you look closely, they swapped the letter E for the number 3. As the magnifying glass pans down, other errors become obvious: misspelled words, strange grammar, or a generic "Dear Customer" greeting. Real organizations, like your school or a major tech company, have entire teams of people checking their communications. They do not send out official alerts full of typos. Taking a few seconds to actively inspect the fine print shatters the illusion. When you see the errors, the dangerous trap becomes an obvious fake. But what if a message passes every test? It doesn't try to scare you, it doesn't offer a prize, and it looks exactly like a real email from your school. Sometimes a disguise is so sophisticated that even a good cyber detective can't immediately tell if it's real or fake. When you aren't completely sure, use a fail-safe protocol. The first step is stop. Physically freeze your hand and do not click any links. The second step is block. Delete the message entirely, or use the block feature on your device so that specific sender can't reach you again. And the third step is talk. Take your device to a trusted adult, like a parent or a teacher. They can help you verify if the message is actually legitimate. By pausing, deleting, and asking for a second opinion, you take all the power away from the trickster. Without your click, their plan fails. Staying safe online isn't about avoiding the internet out of fear. It's about staying curious, applying critical thinking, and knowing you have the tools to protect your own digital life.